The story of Helen Keller. Open page number 14 in your textbook and listen to the story. Point your finger. The story of Helen Keller. This is the story of a woman born over 100 years ago who couldn't see the words on this page or hear them spoken. But she could still talk, write, read, and make friends. In fact, she went to college, wrote nearly a dozen books, traveled all over the world, met 12 US presidents, and lived to be 87. Meet Helen Keller, a woman from small farm town in Alabama, USA, who taught the world to respect people who are blind and deaf. Before Helen was born, society did not understand blind and deaf people very well, and there were very few opportunities for them to get a good education. It was very difficult for them to be independent and have a job. They often had to have help from other people to care for them throughout their lives. Helen's mission came from her own life. When she was 18 months old, she was extremely ill and she lost both her vision and hearing. It was like entering a different world with completely new rules, and she got very frustrated. Page number 15. By the time she was 7, her parents knew they needed help, so they hired a teacher called Anna Sullivan. Anne was strict, but she had a lot of energy. In just a few days, she taught Helen how to spell words with her hands, called the manual alphabet, which is part of the sign language that deaf people use. The trouble was, Helen didn't understand what the words meant until one morning at the water pump, like an outdoor water fountain, she saw things in a new way. Anne helped Helen to hold one hand under the water. Then she spelled WATER into Helen's other hand. It was electric. The feeling turned into a word. Immediately Helen bent down and tapped the ground and spelled earth. That day Helen learned 30 words. Page number 16. From then on, Helen's mind raced ahead. She learned to speak when she was 10 by feeling her teacher's mouth when she talked. Often people found it hard to understand her, but she never gave up trying. Meanwhile, she learned to read French, German, Greek, and Latin in Braille. When she was 20, she went to one of the best universities in the country. Her first book, called The Story of My Life, was translated into 50 languages. She used two typewriters, one regular, one Braille. She wrote 10 more books and a lot more articles. Helen didn't stop there. She did research and gave speeches around the world about the experiences and rights of blind people. She visited 39 countries on 5 different continents, and she helped raise a lot of money for many important organizations which helped blind people. Helen even inspired 2 Oscar winning films, and she received lots of awards for her amazing work. Helen became an exceptional leader once she saw the potential in her own mind.